Hi everyone, Zenny here, and today I want to show you how I made these Mocha Cheesecake Brownies from Sally's Baking Addiction. I will be putting a link in the description below so you can also head to her channel to check out more of her recipes. For now, I want to show you this delicious goodness, which is a combination of cheesecake and a brownie. So if you love those two and you're interested to see how they come together, just keep on watching. Now let's start baking. The first thing we're gonna do is to make the brownie batter. To do that, just combine your semi-sweet chocolate and butter together. We have to melt them and I'm using a microwave for 20 seconds on high, and then I stirred continuously to melt them together. If you find that your chocolate is not combining well, it may need a little bit more heat, so pop it back in the microwave for a few seconds and then continue stirring. You can also use a double boiler to do that. Now we're gonna add the sugar, which will cool the mix a little bit. Continue mixing to pull the temperature down because in a little while we will be adding the eggs one at a time. There goes our first egg. Now you don't want to add the egg while the chocolate is super hot, otherwise you'll get scrambled eggs and we don't want that in our brownie. If you find that your chocolate is still too hot, give it a few minutes to cool down. And just continue mixing until all of them comes together. And let's add a little bit of vanilla. Make sure you're using real vanilla extract and not the fake one. At this point, we can now add all the dry ingredients, which is the flour, the cocoa powder, the espresso powder, but I only used instant coffee, and the salt. Now, I forgot to add the salt at this point, so you are going to see me add it in a little while. You should be adding it at this point. And there goes my salt. Now make sure it's all well blended together. And that's our brownie batter. You can put this aside and we're on to our cheesecake mix. No, I meant to say cheesecake batter. To do that, we'll start by beating a room temperature cream cheese using a hand mixer for a few seconds. This will help make sure that you will get a smooth batter later on. You want to make sure you're using room temperature cream cheese because cold cream cheese is a pain to use. Now we're going to add the sugar and just continue beating until you get a very smooth mix. And then we'll add the egg and a little bit of vanilla and just continue beating. Now don't forget to scrape down the sides of the bowl to make sure everything is well incorporated. Now I'm adding the white chocolate chips, but instead of using the hand mixer, I'm just using a spatula to hold everything together until they're just well combined. And that's our cheesecake batter. Now it's time to put the two together. Now I'm using an 8x8 inch baking pan to bake these brownies, but Sally used a 9x9 inch baking pan. It's just that I don't have a pan that size, so I'm using an 8 inch. Now I'm just lining it with a wax paper so that it's easier to take out the brownies later on. Now, the first layer of the cheesecake brownies will be the brownie, so just pour half of your brownie mix to your pan. The middle layer will be the cheesecake batter. So just gently scoop it on top of the brownie batter, and I'm gently scooping it because I want to be able to cover the entire square. And then the last layer will be the remaining brownie batter. Now just like what we did with the cheesecake batter, gently scoop it on top of the second layer until everything is covered. Now once you're done, we'll need to bake this in a 350 degrees preheated oven for about 40 to 45 minutes. On Sally's blog, she baked hers for about 35 to 38 minutes. because she's using a bigger pan. Once they are done baking, let them cool on the counter for about an hour. Pop them in the fridge for about 2 hours, and then you can dive in. And that's our Mocha Cheesecake Brownies. I hope you like this video. If you do, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thanks for watching. Bye!